Hello from Artificial Ireland, the 29th of July 2019. Top of the morning to you, and I hope you had a nice weekend. Yours truly, Polly, in the driver's seat, heading back into the city. I'll probably do two parts of this video. I done a part this morning at around 7:45 a.m. and I'll do the second part here now, and it's 7 minutes to 4 p.m. Now it's 19.5 degrees, and the aeroplanes didn't leave the white condensation trails behind them today because they didn't have to. They don't have to when it's cloudy. Once the clouds come over in front of the sun, that saves them a fortune. They don't have to spray. Or, as people say, it's all a conspiracy theory. Now, I was going to put something up into this video. I might do. We had the air show yesterday. The air show over Bray. B-R-A-Y. Bray. Google it and go in and watch the videos on YouTube, Uncle YouTube. Yeah, so watch the videos yesterday and see, do you notice anything? See, do you notice anything when the green, white and orange smoke comes out the back of the planes? Yeah, nothing to do with air pressure or temperature or nothing like that. No, that's the actual pilot pressing the button. Switch on the smoke and switch off the smoke. Now, put the planes up another 20,000 feet and switch on the smoke and switch off the smoke. But no, once that little aeroplane that's spraying the smoke doing its 360-degree somersaults and deck dives and everything else over the people in Bray yesterday was spraying the smoke, green, white and orange. Did any of the thousands of people that was at the air show say, "Oh look, the air temperature must be different up there, the way the smoke is coming out. And look everybody, isn't it amazing how it's green, white and orange for the Irish air show?" No, when you stick the plane up an extra 30,000 feet, it's a conspiracy theory. It's a conspiracy theory from all the clowns, muppet assholes around the world that just can't admit it. Because remember I told everybody about that little cell in your brain. You know, the one that doesn't want to accept it. You know, when couples split up and one of them won't accept it. No, he keeps on telling all his mates, we're still together. But she's telling everybody, oh no, I'm glad to be away from him. He's mad. He still thinks we're together, even though we're separated 3 years. People won't accept it. And that's what I'm going to call today's video. People won't accept it. And watch the views. 70, 80, 90. Yeah, 70, 80, 90. And the more I keep on getting the 70s, 80s and 90s, the more I'm going to tell everybody about the protest outside Googoo's office in Barrow Street in Dublin. That's right, folks. Go in and watch the protest. Yeah? Go in and watch the protest. And see why people protest. Because they're not letting people view their videos. Hang on a sec. Now. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed the video today. I'm heading into the city. I'm heading into a cruise ship in Dublin City to pick up a VIP, and you wouldn't believe the name of the cruise ship. In fact, it's the only cruise ship in the world that people own their own apartments. In fact, the whole cruise ship is owned by individuals. Like, I won't mention names. But it's mad because the name of the ship is called The World. The World, yeah. And underneath that is the name that's more unbelievable, called NASA. The World. NASA. In fact, I'm surprised they didn't spell NASA N-A-S-A. But they didn't spell it that way. They spelled it the way I'll show people, because I'll be recording it as I'm pulling up to the ship. Just to show people that from doing all this business with videos and you start seeing these things pulling into Dublin, you have to ask the question, how much of it is real and how much of it is all fake? So folks, I hope you're enjoying the videos wherever you are around the world. And if you're getting to listen to me in Mexico or Argentina, you might send me a message. But unfortunately, the people over there don't get to see these videos because they're not allowed. And the people in Mexico that make these unbelievable videos of what's going on with weather systems and things like that, they're not allowed to put their video out because the people in Ireland don't see the Mexican videos. Yeah. And anytime there's an earthquake and I want to go in and see the locals recording it on their mobile phones and putting it up on YouTube, that doesn't work either. In fact, the only thing that does work is anything to do with mainstream media. And every time something happens, whether it's an earthquake or a volcano, go in and watch all the reports on Google. And then you'll see for yourself that I'm not telling lies. I don't need to tell lies, and I don't care less whether you think they're lies or not. I research everything, and I decide to let Mr. and Mrs. Human Being look at it, and then go into Google and Google it for yourself, and then ask the question, there must be something to all this, is there? But unless you're one of the people, as I says, that don't want to accept these things, don't want to accept it. Once upon a time, the American people were walking around having a joke, and the joke was, did you hear the latest? Donald Trump could be the president. No, don't be so stupid. That will never happen. And the British people were going around recently having a laugh as well, saying, did you hear the latest? The ex-Lord Mayor of London, Boris Johnson, there could be a possibility that he's going to become the Prime Minister. No, that's not going to happen. That's fake news. Yeah, that's fake news. So I tell everybody now, more or less, to get out of my face, right, that I'm sick and tired of trying to explain things. But human beings will only accept when it's too late. So Trump becomes the president. And 10 years ago, that was a conspiracy theory. Yeah. It's a little bit like if somebody approached you in 1987 and told the people in New York that they were going to be attacked in 2001 by a load of airplanes and thousands of people would die and a war would take place after that in the Middle East. You'd be told, sit down and shut up and stop making up these conspiracy theories. But it's only when you go in and watch people like David Icke and understand that some of the stuff that people come out and tell you is the truth. Some of the stuff is the truth, but that's not what people want to hear. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear the lies so they can report the lies in the newspapers, because nobody wants the truth. Sure, the truth won't sell newspapers. And that's where we are in planet Earth in 2019. Okay? We're trying to explain to people that they're going to have to change their ways, the way they think. If that makes sense. They have to start to understand, okay, that we all strive, as I said before, for the truth. That's all. When we grow up as children, our mothers and fathers advise us not to tell lies. Not to tell lies. And if you are telling lies, you have to have a good memory, because people have bad memories when they tell lies. Especially the people that bring up the lie in 2 years' time. Now, let's see what's going on here. Now, police car. 2 police cars. Everybody has to stop to have a look. Right, what's going on here? Something's going on here. 2 police cars. Oh, something's going on up here. Yeah. Something's after happening there, but everybody has to stop, including me, and have a little rubberneck. So, here we are, we're coming down in towards the city. We'll be down there in a few minutes. I want to just advise everybody again, okay, to stop. Yeah, just stop for a minute, okay? Stop and have a think about things. And be a little bit more open-minded. And the best advice I can give people, when I say that I've 95% stopped watching the TV. And what I mean by that is, I'm talking about the cable that's connected into your television from your digibox. Now, at the moment, I'd say another couple of weeks, max. I'm going to switch it off for the first time in 18 years of owning the house. I'm going to get it switched off, and that's it. And I'm going to start using wireless, and I won't be paying any more TV license to be watching the mainstream media. Ram the same crap down your throat. As I explained to everybody, and YT doesn't like me coming on doing these videos because I go the opposite way. That makes sense. I try and explain to people that once you have a Wi-Fi connection coming into your house, that's all you need. And paying $100 or €100 a month for TV that's constantly repeated every couple of days, you feel like you're in the middle of Groundhog Day. That's what it's like. And the only thing that's really live is the news. In fact, I think the best thing out of the news is probably the sports section. Because you know quite well the majority of all the sports that they're talking about, people compete and people try to win and people lose. That's what happens in sport. But before that, they try to ram all this crappy news reports, which I told everybody in videos in the past, that each report, if you watch closely, goes on for a maximum of 4 minutes. Out of the 6 to 7 o'clock PM news that takes place on your local television station, that's broken down into 30 minutes. And the rest of it, if you noticed, is commercial breaks. And then it's a bit of sport, a bit of Trump, a bit of Johnson, a bit of Brexit, a bit of this, a bit of that. Somebody was stabbed to death in the local city. Terrorist attacks, something in America. Some guy ran around a family, killing the family. And that's it. That's it. And then tomorrow, the same thing over and over and over and over again. And you feel like you're just in a dream all the time. And the minute them people like me or Richie from Boston or anybody like that comes out, there's another guy, very, 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 very sarcastic. Love him. Like watching his videos. Nigel's view on things. Very, very sarcastic. But at the end of the day, he couldn't put it any better. There's no point of trying to be, let's say, a realist about it, because unfortunately the social media platform won't allow it. In the meantime, lovies and leavies, and see you tomorrow. And thanks for the trip into the city, and I hope you join me tomorrow. Bye.